Hey guys, welcome back to my favorite console in the world. We are on Xbox. No, all jokes aside, guys, you guys really liked the first video that I had made on the channel. So I want to bring you guys another video. I want to kind of walk you guys through exactly what I would do on EA Access. I know this is like a huge topic. And look, you guys, if you haven't seen it already, my web app video out yesterday, you should really watch that. But guys, look, the EA Access starts next Wednesday. So it's in like 4 days from now. And it could be in like 3 days from now. They could even soft release it. So we're going to kind of go through today. We're going to tell you guys, well, I'm going to tell you guys how to spend your 10 hours in the best way. That's kind of like that'll probably be the title of this video, how to spend 10 hours in the best way. This video is going to be really useful to a lot of people because this will be useful to the people with Road to Glories. This will be useful to the people maybe even who are spending a lot of money, because I would like to give you guys some tips if you are spending a lot of money or if you are going to have a lot of coins early on. I do want to give those guys some tips in this video because I think that those tips will be extremely relevant and useful to a lot of those people. So all I can say, guys, if you enjoyed the video today, just drop a thumbs up. Let me know. Are you guys planning on buying EA Access? Are you planning on doing that? Or are you not planning on doing that? Are you just going to wait, until the game comes out? If you guys are, that's fine. So you guys will most likely be, asked to make a club name, do all that stuff. What I'm going to do with you guys right now, I think I'm going to try to delete my club if that's possible. The only thing is if I delete my club, I'm not sure if they're going to give me starter packs, which could be a problem. And I do want to make sure that I have starter packs. That's the only thing I would say that I want to make sure. So maybe we don't do that. I know that you could, but I don't know if I'll have the starter packs that I always have. Which could be the problem with deleting your club. So I think we'll stay away from doing that. So don't look at the 23k coins, guys. That would be something that I would pretty much ignore. Don't look at that. So most likely, guys, when you log in to FIFA Ultimate Team, they're gonna they'll ask you to choose a nationality. So you should choose a nationality. I've seen a lot of people making guides and things like that and talking about nationalities you need to choose. Guys, I'm going to be honest with you. Choose whatever nationality you want. It doesn't matter. Most of the players, I think, are untradeable now. I think in the past they used to be tradable, but I think now they're untradeable. So it doesn't really matter. At the end of the day, yeah, a few of them could help you guys for some SBCs or upgrades, but I think you guys choose whatever you want. I'm never going to be telling you, with the nationality to choose what you want. Now, something really important is the only tradable part of your club when you log on is going to be your store. So you're going to go into the store. You're going to browse packs. Now, a lot of you guys may have opened those packs on the web app already. So if you guys are a person that, grinded the web app a little bit and you got up to 5K, all right, then that's good for you guys. We'll talk about that in this video. If you're a guy who hasn't got up to 5K and you haven't even opened your packs and you're just logging onto console for the first time, make sure that when you guys go on console, you guys open the packs. I would say keep all the consumables, list up any of the golds that you can. I think at this point in the game, obviously, if EA Access is out, people are going to start to have some coins in playing the game. So there are going to be some players you pack maybe that are non-rare golds that are selling for a little bit. So make sure you guys are taking advantage of that. I would list up any gold in my packs. Don't ignore that stuff, guys. It is really important to continue to list up anything that you do pack in your packs. I feel like it is, at least. And I would never ignore it, guys. So make sure that you guys are constantly listing up whatever the hell you do pack in your welcome backpacks, guys. I do think it's a pretty big idea and a big concept. So make sure you listen that stuff up. At this point in the video, guys, a lot of you guys may have a decent amount of coins, 4, 3, 5K. This is from the web app. So make sure the first thing that I would do, make sure in your squad, this is a huge thing I would do, spending 10 hours. So 10 hours on console, it limits you a lot. Market can be useful. If you're going to go onto the market, my biggest tip for anybody that's going to head onto the FIFA market, trade on snipes. Don't trade on bid, trade on snipes. The console gives you a massive, massive advantage, guys, on sniping. Over anything, I would say, trading-wise, on console, the biggest advantage that some of you guys will get is going to be on sniping specifically. So use it to your advantage. And don't ignore it. Use the sniping. Pick out a few players, as I said on my web app video, that you guys really, really think are going to be profitable. So let's choose a few players right now. My first player maybe is Marcus Rashford. Now, that's a pretty mainstream player, but when you're on console, you may have the upper hand within sniping. So figure out what his cheapest price is. He's about 3,000 coins right here. 2,900, and boom, right? You could start to set up a filter at 2,600 and figure that out. So what I talked about, guys, is obviously you only have 10 hours. So if you're not seeing a lot of him pop up, what I would do then next, go to the next player in your list, or set up a filter. We talked about this in the first video, but it's just to refresh you guys. Set up a filter. Let's say it's England right backs. Set up a filter that's going to be able to get you multiple players under one filter. So English right backs, a lot of things pop up. Maybe you go to gold right backs, and there you go, right? There's nothing coming up, and this is going to be good because when people hop on console, people are opening packs. That's what you guys got to understand. So it's not going to be this easy, but as you guys can see there, I just won a Kieran Trippier for 750 coins. Okay, Trippier is 6,000 coins, all right? 2,700. But I'm going to tell you guys right now, it's not going to be that easy. But that's an example where you could set up a filter, and with filters, what happens is you get a variety of players that pop up under that filter. It's not just one player. So the odds of something popping up, in my eyes, are a lot higher than not. So again, spend time grinding a filter or two that you really do enjoy. There's a lot of filters you guys can use. I'll probably post a video on specific filters when the EA Access comes out, just for you guys, so you guys are understanding all of it, and you guys are, you know, in the loop with what are the good filters and what are the bad filters. So that would be the first thing I would do. There's another thing that you guys can do trading wise. We're gonna get into how to spend some of your time trading wise, though. You guys could also, there's a lot of filters you guys could do. You could do squad fitnesses. This is when they'll be cheaper, so people will be listing them up pretty cheap. Squad fitnesses are a pretty solid way early on to make coins because it's just a huge filter. Now, the competition is going to be massive, but there's going to be a ton popping up. You guys can see here that there's 600 coins for a squad fitness. You want to make sure you know what the cheapest is. So the cheapest here is 600. I think it's going to be about 700. I'm not positive, but I think it'll be about 700. It's about 700. So anything at about 600 is okay. But ideally, I think you guys want to try to be sniping 550 because of the tax. So yeah, sit on that, find a filter there, and you guys can do this as well as this, guys. You could do this with any other chemistry style on FIFA. So you guys could go ahead and you could go look at like hunters. You could go look at like shadows. You could go look at anything you want outside of just that consumable. So that's another thing, you know, that you guys can go ahead and do. Very, very accessible. Another thing you guys should do within the EA Access, right? Essentially, you have 10 hours to list cards. So you're going to have 10 opportunities to list your cards. Guys, go to your transfer list, and every time maybe players expire, just relist it. Make sure you're relisting. Don't not relist stuff for the sake of it. Make sure that you guys are relisting cards at all times. When you guys are playing drafts, playing games, or, you know, playing division rivals, you need to make sure that your cards are on the market and being consistently listed. If you're not doing that, in my opinion, you're just wasting your time. Like you're literally wasting your access and your time on this 10 hours. So constantly be doing that. The next thing I would say, I'm going to present you guys with an example. Say I just traded for a little bit and now I'm out of coins. All right. Now what you guys should do, in my eyes, go and spread out gameplay time. So first of all, make sure that you're playing some squad battles, right? Because squad battles, I'm going to tell you guys right now, it's the worst thing in the world. I hate it so much. I hate it so much. I really do hate it. But the first reward set, you're going to say that EA Access drops on a Wednesday or a Thursday-ish. I don't know what necessarily it's going to drop on. But the first reward set is going to be on a Sunday. So you have a few days to start, you know, getting a few games in. What I would say to you guys, as you guys can see right now, it is a Friday that I'm recording this video. Gold 2 is 4,500 coins. It's most likely that Gold 2 will only be 5 to 6K by the time Sunday comes out. So what that is very simple. All you have to do to achieve Gold 2 on squad battles is, if you're a good player, let's say Elite 3+, you can win on Legendary. 2,000 points. So that would be 3 games on Legendary. If you're not an okay player, it's like 5 or 6 games on Professional. World Class is pretty beatable as well for a lot of people. So that would be like 4 or 5 games there. That's at minimum. If you really want, you could actually just settle at like Gold 3. And with Gold 3, you're going to get 10,000 coins. You guys can't see the coins because of my face cam. 10K, a Prime X Players pack, and a 15K pack. Like, that's pretty solid. That's not bad at all. So use that stuff to your advantage, guys. This is something that's an easy reward set. I would say Squad Battles is the easiest potential reward set in the world. You don't have to even worry about Squad Battles. It's the easiest thing in the world. So just go on. And also, at the same point, within your 10 hours, it's going to help you guys just learn how to use the mechanics, learn how to play the game. It's a lot different this upcoming game in FIFA 20. You guys know that. Next up, Division Rivals. You need to play Division Rivals because of this. I'm going to tell you guys this right now. And I messed up This is something your boy messed up on last year. Okay? A lot of the time, and I think especially this year, Division Rivals is going to come out, obviously when you play EA Access, but EA Access is going to come out before Division Rivals rewards. That is a massive, massive deal, okay? If that is true this year, because it's supposed to drop on a Thursday, EA Access, it's supposed to drop on the 18th or the 19th. It's supposed to drop on the 19th, I believe. They're going to probably soft release it on the 18th, which means that you guys are going to be able to access this EA Access the night before, in my eyes, guys. Use it to your advantage. I'm telling you guys right now, use it to your advantage that it comes out early. The reason for that is I think Division Rivals rewards in my time is like 3 or 4 in the morning. I think for the EU guys, it's 8 or 9 in the morning. That is massive, guys. It's so massive. I'm telling you right now, it is so massive. If you guys can get onto Division Rivals and just grind up to gold rank 3 or rank 2, look, you're sitting at the option between 20 or 15,000 coins and some packs. Now, a lot of people are going to ask me, Nick, with Division Rivals, what should you take early on? And this is a huge thing because obviously when it's EA Access time, people are just starting out their accounts. People are just kind of seeing it out, seeing what to do. I would 100,000% always take the coins or the tradable packs. If you're a guy that craves the tradable packs, I understand you, man. I feel you guys. I love packs, bro. I can't get enough of packs. I don't spend money on my account, but I am going to be spending, I'm not spending money, but I am going to be opening packs on one of my mods accounts. So guys, trust me. I hear you guys. I understand you guys who like to spend money on FUT. I get it, man. I'm not going to ever say, don't do this, don't do that, because I feel you. I know the craving. I know how it feels to want to open packs. It's a very, 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 very big deal. Okay? So keep that in mind as you go. If you're a pack guy, make sure that you're taking the tradable packs if you want to. Do not take the untradeable packs. I know a lot of people take the untradeable packs early on because what their thought behind it or their argument is that, you know what, I'm going to take the packs because I feel like, you know, I want to build my team up. No. Everything in FIFA is all about the tradable coins. It's all about having money, building your club up with tradable value. Do not get sucked in to any SBCs early on into FIFA because it's all about how much you can build up your club. You guys know that. You guys know at certain points through the year, it's way better if you didn't take untradables all the time. Now, look, eventually, when you do get to rank 1 in Division 1, you guys can go ahead and take the tradable or the untradeable ultimate packs. That's fine. That's fine, right? But make sure that you're hopping on in your 10 hours, playing your placement games and getting ranked in Division Rivals and getting some rank points. I'm telling you guys right now, it's going to be massive for all of you. It's really, 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 really going to help. It's really going to help all of you guys, man. I'm telling you right now. So that's a big thing that I'll do. Division Rivals and squad battles. Have a balance, right? Make sure that you're playing both. Okay, next up, we got a lot of stuff to talk about. FUT Champions is not available until the full game release, so keep that in mind. It doesn't really matter. Online draft. If you guys are a guy that's going to be spending money on this game, you guys better be spending some money on draft because draft is a really good way to make some money. Now, I'm going to give you guys 2 guidelines about draft that I would say. If you guys are a player that finishes in the weekend league above 20 wins, you should be playing online drafts with 300 FIFA points. The reason for that is with 2 7.5k packs, that's 300 FIFA points, okay? If you can get more than 2 wins in the online draft, you're going to make most likely way more in pack value than whatever that was off FIFA points. So also you're going to get to learn mechanics. You're going to get to learn how to play the game. You're going to get to learn how to use specific players. That's a very big deal that people don't talk about, but I would say I advise it. The other thing of it, if you're a player that is not that good at the game, okay, there's no shame in playing offline drafts. Now, they are boring, but there's no shame in it. Play a few offline drafts. You're still going to get good rewards, and especially you have to win them. That's the big thing. With the offline drafts, you got to go 3 or 4 wins in the draft. You can't go anything less than that, so make sure that you're doing that. Very, very big deal for the offline draft, guys. I would say at least that's my this is all again, guys, this is all my opinion, so don't get mad at me. I know a lot of you guys are gonna say, Nick, don't get all this, all that. All right, so next up, let's say you play a few drafts or you guys play a few Division Rivals games or a few Squad Battles games and you check your bank account and now you're up to 4 or 5k or something a little bit more than what you just had, right? That's something that I would say is possible. Okay, now it's very, 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 very. All right, did I say very? It's very important that you guys go back onto the web, not to the web app, back onto the market, grind the market. You guys got to go back onto the market every time that you guys play a game or two, or don't play, or just have coins available. You need to be on the market trading. My biggest tip to people that are playing this game with the EA access and want to use their hours in the best way as possible, you need to make sure that you're constantly broke is my thing. So another thing that I would say early on that I really like trading wise, or trading method that is really nice, is going to be the position change method. Now, this is a massive thing early on in FUT that honestly, guys, a lot of people don't know how to use. So I'm going to show it to you guys right now. The position change method is a very nice trading method. What I'm going to show you is, let's think about a player that could be useful for this method. Anthony Martial. All right, this is just a player. You guys could use a million players. So, Hunter card, Anthony Martial. Obviously, guys, a Hunter card has a certain value. Okay, so Martial doesn't look like it. I'm also on Xbox, so there's not a lot of listings. But let me show you guys the thought process behind some of this trading method. All right, the Hunter card has a certain value on the market. So does the Shadow card. Both of these cards are extremely in demand. You guys can see here that the Hunter adds 3K. Okay, so that's the first thing that I would do. Go around on a list of players. Maybe it doesn't even matter who they are. You could literally just type in letters here. So Mkhitaryan, right? Even if like Mkhitaryan with a Hunter. Now, he may have a less sell chance than some other players, but take a look on bid. So, like, 2,800 with Mkhitaryan with a Hunter, right? That's a pretty good deal because Mkhitaryan's an 84 rated. I bet if you went onto the market, all right, and we'll double check that right now. Let's take a look at Mkhitaryan's actual price on the market, all right? So, Mkhitaryan on the market right now is 2,800 coins. So, you're probably not going to find as good of a deal as that, okay? But the concept of that is that I just found Mkhitaryan with a Hunter, and the next cheapest was 10K. So now you own the market. So if a Hunter's selling for like 3K at the time, you could do like 6.4, and there's a good chance that you'll sell. That's a really nice position change. Not a position change, sorry, a chemistry style thing that I would use. Now, in terms of that, you could go all around the place. You could go to like, I don't even know. I'm trying to think. You could do, who's like a generic center back? You could do like Smalling with a Shadow, right? You could do like Smalling with a Shadow. And there's none on the market. So you could just keep looking at other center backs who have certain chem styles. Now, a really cool method that you guys could do is this. This is something that like on the access that you guys could do. You guys can set up like a filter. So like you could do center back Shadow in the Prem and who's the cheapest. So this is something that I would really consider. You getting a filter going. So there's none under 3K. And this is going to be something you guys can definitely use. So there's none under this price. All right, that's an insane deal. Now that's just dead box. Guys, obviously on the real market, or when we get to FIFA 20, that's not going to be a thing. There's not going to be a Laporte sitting there. But as you guys can see, if I go and look at Laporte on the actual market, Laporte is 7,000 coins with a Shadow. All right, guys, I know that those examples are way too easy. But do you understand? It's actually, you know what? It is good to show you guys exactly what I do mean by it. Because that's exactly what I do mean by it. This is the ideal thing of what I want you guys to see. So that will be the concept of it. Now you got the cheapest Laporte, and you just made a nice profit. So once you get another win, you go back to it, right? You keep going back to it. You keep grinding it out. So that's what I would say, man. Find filters like this. You guys can do it with attackers, with hunters, things like that. And then you guys can set up a filter where anybody who lists one, you know, you got the next cheapest. And you can sit here and snipe. And you can do this with hunters. Again, you can do this with all that stuff. Now, another really cool thing about it as well is that there's going to be position change filters. A lot of people are making teams early on, position change players, and are not even aware that players will sell for more. So you got center mid in Premier League, right? Let's just go with gold. And a lot of the times, you guys will start to find on this filter a player that is maybe position change. So let me try to find a position change player for you guys. This would be something that could be useful. I haven't seen anything so far, but we'll keep looking. There'll be somebody here. There will be somebody here, ladies and gentlemen. I'm talking about like a real position changed player. Nothing so far. Nothing so far. Nothing so far, boys. So if it's not working for one league, you can always change it up to the next league. I haven't seen anything. I think that Bernardo Silva might be position change, but it's obviously a man of the match. I can't afford that. It's early on Web App. So nothing that crazy here. I don't see anything nuts. So what you guys can do, center mid and striker are always the most position change players on FIFA, on the market. It's people are always changing players back and forth between those positions. A lot of people do it because of chemistry reasons. So right now you'd be looking for a center mid that ultimately has a striker position because it's going to sell for way more. I don't think I see any, man. Maybe Deadbox doesn't do position changes. I'm looking for one. This is usually a pretty good method, though. I'm gonna scroll through here and make sure I see one so I can kind of explain to you guys the method. But I haven't even seen it. I have not seen a center mid playing striker so far. This is blowing my mind, boys. Blowing my mind. I've not seen anything so far. Striker Llorente, Jesus, Lukaku. No, nothing so far, boys. We're going to keep looking. We're going to keep looking. This is usually pretty good, though. I don't know. I'm actually surprised that I haven't seen any. Okay, Firmino. Firmino's a little bit more expensive. But if you look at Firmino in this game, I believe that he is I think he's a cam or a center forward. All right, this would be another one. All right, let's go to Cam real quick. Let's go to Cam real quick. I think Cam is a shout. All right, let's go to Cam. So we go to Cam in the Premier League. This is also another big one. Let's see. Let me see if there's any strikers that are going to be converted to cams. That's a really good look. Dele Alli, Jesse Lingard. Those guys are all natural cams. So the idea of this, guys, would be like you see a striker or, you know, somebody of like a massive, like this right here, all right? So Aubameyang, that is not an open bid. You'd be looking for an open bid one. But Aubameyang is an 87 rated striker on this game. So what you would do then is you would go look and you would see like, okay, what's Aubameyang's cheapest value, right? And sometimes, yeah, it's about 20,000 coins. 21K, 20K, something like that, right? Yeah, he's 21K. So theoretically, guys, okay, and that one with the Hunter's not a bad deal. Theoretically, that's not actually a bad deal, but if it was on open bid, it would be sick, right? You would try to win this card for 19K or a K or two under the buy now. And then what you guys would do is you would go ahead and you would see on the market, what does he sell for with the cam. Now, the cheapest cam would be like 22K. This one actually is a good deal because it's got the Hunter. So there's a position change method where you're trying to win the card with a massive position change under the value, and then you're trying to lazy sell it and list it higher than what it actually sells for. And that's like a huge tip that I can give you guys. That is going to be massive for you guys on the web app, on the EA Access. I keep tongue twisting it. I think the other thing that I would make sure that I'm doing on the 10 hours, guys, you need to go through your objectives here. I don't even think that on my main account I even completed the objectives this year. This stuff is really easy to do, like play a match, 250 coins. And the thing about it is these little ones are not huge, and the objective system is getting a revamp next year. But there's like pack group rewards, and that's a big deal. Once there's like ever a group reward or something like that, it's always a really big deal, guys, in terms of like building your value up. I feel like at least that's a huge, huge deal with building your value up on this objective thing. So objectives and milestones in FUT next year, guys, are going to be absolutely like crucial towards, I think, your progression. So don't look by them or, you know, use them to your advantage, guys. Like make sure that you guys are using them to your advantage and just like not ignoring them and rolling past them. And I think that's pretty much all I would say, guys. I would say also like on the EA Access, just make sure that if there's an easy, an easy SBC, go ahead and do it. I'm going to have guides for you guys on whatever comes out for the advanced SBCs, because the advanced SBCs always have like, there's new things every year with them. Hybrid leagues, hibernations, League of Nation hybrid. And I'm hoping that there's going to be even better stuff with them next year. But I will try to have you guys with like a guide. These are always really nice because this is a nice thing you guys can do when you're on EA Access. Because the thing is, you guys can build up your coins within playing games and trading. And then once you guys get to a certain level of coins, you guys can actually do these SBCs. I think right now, like the hybrid, I think like some of these SBCs at the moment, if I checked FUTBin, cost a little bit of coins. That's the thing you guys want to be careful with. So hybrid leagues, let me take a look at that. Hybrid leagues, FUTBin's updated their stuff to FIFA 20. Hybrid leagues and hibernations are interesting, guys. I'm not positive like how much they cost, but as you guys can see, there's a rare mega pack for the group reward, so they are pretty damn good. And that's something you guys got to keep in mind, that like maybe go one by one, but these are really easy to profit out of. So it's worth the risk a little bit, because everything in the early FIFA, guys, always sells for a lot. In terms of like, you're going to pack like 78 rated players that have pace that sell for a lot. So that's why they're usually worth it to do. Guys, that's pretty much all I got for you guys, man. That's going to be probably my last video for EA Access. Maybe like one more thing to go over, next week early. But that's how I would spend my 10 hours on EA Access. And I think that's the best way you guys should do it. Make sure you're divvying it out between division rivals, squad battles, and SBCs. And then make sure if you're opening packs or trading and you're not planning on doing the repeating glitch, which I'll make a video on this week, make sure you guys are just doing your pack opening or your trading mostly on the web app. Thanks for tuning in for the video, guys. Hopefully the information on the channel is helping all of you. See you guys in the video soon. Peace out.